Hello, all my myths, monsters, all sorts of lore and folklore and legend. We're doing the part two that we promised a little later than we said, but better late than never. As always, here's for this for the Vice Quadrant, we got the lovely last sparkle dog, otherwise known as Honey.
Hi.
Yay! I don't know why they're muted, but it's okay. Anyways, we're gonna
Oh,
be fin.
sorry.
You're fine. It's okay. You're fine. I was just making a little quip. That's all. So last time we left off, we finished things with the Gigi the Giraffe song. The worst song in A tier, in my opinion. Maybe I don't know. I like the song's pretty good. Anyways, but yeah, we finished up the story thus far. The satellite crashed down into SPG. A Terran time. Where either Colonel where Peter A. Walter the Fourth turns into Commander Cosmo or the astronaut, depending on which timeline it is. Also, Sky
Okay, so that's
Sharks and the Daughter of Space, who made the astronaut, and also Gigi the Giraffe was there.
okay. So as far as I'm aware, there's two timelines.
Mm-hmm.
There's the guy, and he was
His
in his spaceship, and then he gets hit, and then or he doesn't get hit in one of the timelines.
Yeah, he gets hit in one, gets not hit in the other, and that's the split. That's what it's about.
Okay,
You can call him Peter for short if you want, because his name is Peter A. Walter the Fourth.
okay.
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah,
Okay, so Peter is hit in one, and he becomes Cosmo.
yeah. He becomes
Cosmic
Commander Cosmo, and he leaves his wife
Cosmo,
Holly.
and he leaves his wife. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
that we're gonna explore that in one of the later songs. But yeah, he becomes like an immortal space guy, and he beats up a bunch of like space pterodactyls and sky sharks and other stuff. And then like he comes home to Holly, but Holly's dead. And he's like, oh shit, my wife's dead. I guess I'm gonna go into another dimension.
that's so sad.
Yeah, he also possibly creates, but definitely fights the Necro Star, which is what the Vice Does Tight is actually about.
Oh, the Necrostar?
Yeah, we're gonna talk
What
about
is the
that.
Necrostar?
We're gonna talk about that. What is that? Worry about it later. Anyways, so that's in one
Okay,
timeline, and then the other timeline he doesn't get hit,
okay.
and
And so,
basic.
okay, which timeline are we gonna listen to next?
Well, it's which song we're gonna listen to next. Because this album bounces around which thing. Anyways, yeah, and in that timeline, the space ray hits some. Also, I need to clarify one thing which I fucked up in. So we were talking about how like the daughter of space, she'd be like 2 human years old. Well, in the song, it does say when she becomes of age. So theoretically, she's 18 human years minimum. Still not great, but it is legal, so we have to allow it.
Oh, okay. So that's better that they actually do
Yeah,
say that she becomes an
yeah,
adult.
yeah. In Daughter of Space, they do say, when she comes of age, yada yada yada. So yeah, she is 18 minimum.
18 minimum.
Again,
Not
still
great,
not great
but
because
we are
like
gonna
Peter's
let it
like
slide.
it's still not great because like Peter's like 30, 40 ish. Like he's an astronaut, so he's gotta be like a grown ass man. So not great,
He is a grown up.
but it's legal, so we have to let it slide. And then in this, also, can I just say this is a weird thing? Like Peter gets like abducted by, well, not abducted. His crew gets attacked by Cosmica, which is her name, the daughter of space, and like she saves him, and then he just leaves to go with her. Where the fuck is Holly in this timeline? Like, does he just leave her? Like, sorry, babe, not working out. I'm gonna go hang out with this younger space goddess later. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, that is really weird. So, okay, so the timeline that she doesn't die, he just abandons her?
I guess, or yeah, Yeah, this is maybe in like other. I haven't read the timeline of this, so maybe it says like, oh, they broke up in this timeline or something. I don't know. If I ever, this is a thing I want to do one day, which is turn this into a stage play. If I ever make this a stage play, I'm gonna add dialogue segments between the songs, and in this, I'm gonna show that in this timeline that they didn't work out because I don't want him cheating on his wife. But then again, that's not the worst thing that the astronaut does. We're gonna get to it, anyways. Let's continue. You ready to go to the next song, Spoon? Sorry,
Yes.
honey. My apologies. Anyways, so the next song, which we haven't talked about yet, was the song "The Poles," which is another Hatchworth song. It's got a cute little picture of a moon and a sun hugging, and this is probably like the most dreary song on this album. That's like non lore
I'm not
related.
remembering this one.
Yeah, it's
This one's
like,
not.
hmm, here I go, da 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 da. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I guess this one just wasn't like that song wasn't very like
Memorable.
memorable.
Yeah. I this is one of my least favorite Hatchworth songs on this album. I it's hard cuz like I don't want to say that Hatchworth can't do sad songs. Uh I think that he can do like a sadder song. That's within his thing, but like I don't know, the okay, I'll say this. The lyrics were okay within this song. They're all right. And the instruments are actually kind of nice. It's like a nice kind of dreary piano and it's like I don't know. It is a very sad song. It does and it does like stick out in that way. But yeah, after you're done listening to it, it's like, oh, you forget that it happened. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Again, like usually Hatchworth has more like upbeat kind of sillier songs. Like in the last album, actually, he had the song no Hatch Fever, which is his like main song, and it's like a bunch of I don't know, just like funny non sequiturs, and it's silly and it's fun. But this one's just like a little weird. I don't know. Again, not saying that he can't do serious songs, but it's just not his strong suit. It seems. Yeah, I'm looking through my lyrics. Yeah, it works for what it is. It's a little repetitive, not too bad. I think the biggest crime that this song commits. That this is a non-lore related song, so theoretically you could listen to it outside the album. I still wouldn't recommend it. Something like Commander Cosmo, it is lore related, but I can recommend it outside this album. Like it's not as good outside, but it still works. This one, I would not recommend it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like the most memorable out of all of them.
Yeah, I yeah, it's just kind of there. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like the next song we're gonna talk about, Soliton. I feel like that would have been a better start to this album. Like right after the Gigi the Giraffe song. It would have been interesting. I don't know. I don't really like this song that much. Like if I do a full album listen through, then I will listen to this song because it's good enough. It stands enough, but it is something I'm not gonna go back to on my own time.
I agree.
Yeah, there's not really.
B tier.
I you're being nice. I'm putting it at the top of D.
Dang.
D for
Okay, maybe
dang.
C tier.
All right, but yeah, I really am not a big fan of this song. Again, it's fine, but yeah. Also
I
within
guess
my
I'm
note,
being more generous because I honestly don't remember, and I don't want to be mean to a song that I don't
yeah.
remember.
I mean, you can say D. That's fine. Also, this
That's
is
true.
this is the funniest part of my notes. The instrumentation is like weird clown music. It stands out. I'll give you that.
Yeah, dude, I honestly, a lot of the second part of the album, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember most of it. Like,
uh,
not most of it, half of it, I'd say.
that's that's something we're gonna talk about because there are. I'll agree with you on some songs like that one. Other ones, ooh, I'm gonna disagree hard. Which I don't know. Is there
There's a
anything
couple
else?
songs that I actually do remember. I do remember, and I think they're gonna be the ones that you probably like, or the ones that I probably do remember. But
Yeah,
like out of all of them, I just preferred the first part of the album. Like I felt it was much
I
more memorable. It was much more like catchy. I just really liked it.
I I think that the second part of the album is better. Like again we're gonna talk about this, and we're talking about it now. I think I think for me, like this is where a lot of the big album like stingers are. Like the first part of the album had it. It had like Fire Fire and Commander Cosmo. Like those were like the big, the very much big ones. But like in this one, there's Soliton. There's Hold Me. Uh, there's the epic conclusion to the story, which I mean, we're gonna talk about that, but like, lore wise, those ones, like Oh No and Necrostar, those are good lore wise. They're very, very amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's wonderful. I don't know. I think that there are some not so great ones here, but yeah, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, the polls gets in D. This is one of my least favorite Hatchworth songs, which is a shame because I really do like Hatchworth. I like Hatchworth. I like his songs, and one of the songs later here, which we're gonna talk about, is actually my favorite Hatchworth song. So yeah. Anything else you have to say about the polls?
Nope.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen. Also, I will say anything can happen. When I first listened to this album, I was like, all right, this album's like okay. And then now I've listened to it like a third, fourth time. I'm like, this is like one of my more favorite SPG albums. All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you'll listen to the second half again one day and be like, actually, maybe this song was okay. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go into the next one, Soliton. I'm just gonna rank it already. S. This is my favorite song off the album. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, this is one that goes like a solitaire.
Done
That one.
like a Soliton. Yeah, I love it. This is a song that I want to be played at my wedding if I ever have it. It's like perfection.
Yeah, I told you I would remember the ones that you liked.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be. I bet your bottom dollar is gonna be one you like, and it's like I don't remember that one. Okay, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, Soliton, it's perfect. The lyrics are so good. The imagery of space is so good. Also, the last song of the polls, nothing lore wise. This part of the album does have some like more songs that are non lore contingent. Uh, and the in lore explanation you can give them is that again, it's more like representative of certain things, or that like you could say that SPG sung these songs in canon to a specific character, which again I'm gonna get to. Anyway, Soliton, very good. The instruments are very good. It's all like swooping and orchestral. The I don't know. It's like the perfect length of a song. The It really works outside the lore. It's yeah, it's a really easy recommendation, and it just stands out. It's just so beautiful, and this is a song which is about the astronaut and the daughter of space, Cosmica and Pete. Cosmica and Pete, they like Pete is like coming to terms with like everything and like learning to love again, which is kind of beautiful. And I don't know, I just really like this song so much.
Nice.
Yeah, how did you feel about it, honey?
It was nice. It was
Okay.
nice. I don't I guess I just don't share like the same fiery passion for it that you do, but I don't dislike it. It wasn't like I definitely would put it in B or A. So it's
Mhm.
like it's in the upper.
Mhm.
So it wasn't bad. It just different it wouldn't go in S tier for me personally because I just didn't feel
Like
like
there wasn't that click of something that turns it to S tier.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I just love this song. Also, the music video for the song is really interesting. You see, like, I mean, it was obviously made back in like 2015, so more limited technology, but it's a really fun music video. You see, Peter and Cosmica like going through the stars. You see a bunch of starry effects. It's really interesting. I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love this song so much. It's really fucking good. It's really I don't know, impassioned and beautiful, and I don't know, it just makes me happy. The song just makes me happy whenever I listen
That's
to it.
great.
Like I've cried listening to this song. I'll admit it.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. If I sing, I want to learn to sing, because I want to learn to sing this song well. Like there are parts of it I can sing really well, and then other parts where it's like, ooh, I'm a little screechy.
Like I definitely think that you're I like your singing,
Thank
but
you.
like
I think I do have
I would agree
room
that
to
like
grow.
anyone would benefit from voice lessons.
Yeah, I have room to grow. Like I think the biggest thing for me is like there's certain like tunes I can't carry, and like if it goes too high or low, then I break. Like if it's in the middle, then I
Like
can do
it
it.
may just be out of your range sometimes too.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
there's things like learning like in usually what you would do in a voice like singing class is they teach you how to sing it in your range.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. I'll keep that in mind if I ever pursue musical lessons. But yeah, that's Soliton. Go listen to it. Even if you don't listen to this album, listen to it. It's so beautiful. Uh, all right. And then next we have another song on this album. Again, it's another just non-lore song technically. Uh, I guess you could find lore in it. I guess like the lore that you could put behind it is this is I guess a love song in a way between Wink the satellite and the Apple planet, and him just saying where I left you. Uh, anyways, this I'm just gonna rank this song. I don't like it that much. I'm gonna put it a
I
D.
don't remember it.
It's where I left you, like that.
Oh, the other sad one. That
The
one just felt emo.
yeah, yeah. I I forgot. Like, was it this song that you said that you liked? I forgot. Like, I remember like we were listening to second part of the album. You were like, I really like this song. Like, I forgot which one it was.
No, definitely not this one.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Um. Okay. I'll say this much about this song. Even though I don't like it, it's like short enough to not be like ultra annoying. I still wouldn't recommend it though. It really like doesn't stand out that much, and yeah, the other parts of it, like the lyrics and the instruments, are just okay. Let's see, I'm going through my notes. Yeah, it's gloomy, and if I listen like through the whole album again, like this is like where a bump happens, of like like you imagine like I don't know like a hill. It's like at the bottom of the hill is the poles, and then the top is Soliton, and then going back to the bottom, the other on the other side is where I left you. It's like that. Like I don't really like this song that much, and I'm gonna be honest.
I
It
gotta be honest.
it doesn't feel like an SPG song in my opinion. Like it feels like this is a song for a different band.
It's so true. But I gotta be honest. These one, I agree with like a lot of the things you're saying, except for like the SCBG part. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that because I don't listen to them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I at first I really said, "Dang, Ferris is a nerd for making notes." But you know what? The notes were useful. I wish I had them right now.
I mean, if you want, you could like take a second to like listen to some songs so you could at least like remember them. Just like listen to them for
Oh,
like
that's so true.
yeah. Here, if you want to like go on mute and just like listen to certain songs for like 10 seconds and then come back and be like, okay, I remember
Oh, I
this.
don't need to mute. I can probably I have my headphones in, so I can just listen to it.
All right, okay. Do you want to just listen to this for like 10 seconds?
Yeah, which one is this?
This is where I left you. You can also do that for the polls as well if you want. Cause I don't mind
I'll just
like
do this one and then forward.
all
Where I
right.
left you. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say the song is interesting at least because as the dichotomy, because Hatchworth has such like a high voice, and hearing
Oh,
something
this is
so
the one I did like. Actually, I'm a
yeah,
liar.
yeah, I remember you liked it. You see, I have memory, but
You have better memory than me.
it's okay. But yeah, I okay. Now that you remember this song, how do you feel?
I like it. I like this one.
Okay, yeah, I think this song is all right. Like it's passable, because I don't think a single SPG song is bad, but this one is just barely scraping by passable.
Damn, you're mean.
Yeah, it says the person who doesn't even like or remember liking it. Do you want to listen to like the polls for just like 10 seconds and just like remember so you can get a solider opinion on it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, just for like 10 seconds. Yeah,
You mean the vice is tight or?
sorry, the polls from Steam Power Draft. That was
Oh,
the
it's just for some reason not coming out. Coming up.
uh just go to Vice Quadrant Part 2. It'll be the first song on that part of the album.
Oh, the polls, not the
Yes,
poles.
yes,
I thought you said the polls, as in like a pole.
bruh.
And I was really like, yeah, that's what they said.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, but yeah,
Okay, yeah, the polls was okay. It was
yeah.
okay.
The polls is like, yeah, again, it's fine, but it's not amazing. Anyways, but yeah, where would you rank? I guess yeah. Now that you remember, where would you rank the polls, and where would you rank where I left you?
Sorry, what?
Where would you rank those two now that you remember the songs?
The polls same rank.
Like C.
I think I put that one, yeah, C, and then the other one I liked it, so A.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like again, it's interesting that like Hatchworth has such a sad song that that they tried for these ones, and I think that it's fascinating. But other than that, it's like an interesting experiment, but that doesn't work for me personally. I'm glad that you liked it though. Like when you listen to it, like I was thinking like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like, okay, they're gonna think it's weird, and then you're just like, I like that song, and I was like, oh, I'm glad. All right. But yeah, I put that in D. Yeah. Again, another funny note I wrote doesn't feel like
Yeah.
SPG. It feels more like slam poetry, gloomy, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's yeah, it's an all right song, and again, it's not lore based, so you can listen to it on that respect. I wouldn't super recommend it. It's not super recommend, but yeah, that's beating a dead horse into the ground. Are you ready to go to the next one, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Uh. All right. Next one is Over the Moon. Do you remember this one?
Pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Go ahead, just for 10 seconds, and I'll talk about it. This is one of my favorite songs on the album, actually. Uh, I think that I think it's really, really good. I don't know. I like how it's framed as a love song, and you can definitely interpret it as such, but I kind of think of it as an anti-love song almost because of like the mood and like the lyrics and stuff. It's like talking about
Over the
like,
moon.
yeah, over the moon. Yeah, it's like it's talking about like my patience run thin. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's like talking about, oh, you got me feeling over the moon. And as someone who like,
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
yeah, as someone who daydreams a lot, and sometimes has daydreamed a lot about like relationships and stuff like that, this kind of makes me feel like someone kind of arguing with their like with their daydreaming and about how they do that. Like at least I don't know, it was relatable to me. And even then, again, it just feels like an anti-love song framed as a love song. And again, it's not lore based. So I would really recommend this one. I think it's really good. The lyrics are really good. It really stands out, and the instruments and all that other stuff is good, and I like it. I would recommend this song, and also it feels like for the most part it's the right length. Like it's not like ultra long or ultra short.
Yeah, I it was okay. I didn't like super love it. I felt like it was okay. I put it in like C or B tier.
I would put it in A tier, like back of A tier. But yeah,
I would not super disagree with that.
yeah. But I understand B tier. It is like it can. I know for some people it can be like a little repetitive and like I don't know if you don't jive with the whole like concept, like that's fair. But I don't know. I like it, and also it is like spacey, over the moon. I I don't know. I just find the framing of like it's a love song, but really it's an anti-love song is really fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I like it. Let's see what else. There's yeah, okay. Anything else you want to say about this one, or are we good to move on?
Good to move on.
All right. Okay. This one is it's cosmic, and this one's like, don't tell me that it's cosmic. I know it's cosmic. Oh yeah. Goes like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our fates are written in the
Um
stars, and that's the truth by far. Oh yeah.
that was okay.
Mm,
I would put it at mid tier. I don't think I liked a lot of these until we got to the very end.
that's fair. You'd say this is like C or D tier.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to talk about it? Like why didn't you drive with this one so much? I want to know.
Let me pull it up so I can like specifically bring up why, because I have it
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I liked it. I honestly think it might be just too long for me.
That I think that that's fair. I kind of I kind of like disagree and think it's a good length, but I can understand where you're coming from. It can be a little long.
Hmm.
Uh, like it does like it is a little meanderful, but I think like the song itself is so good that like it makes up for it. This song is a kind of another love song between Cosmica and Peter. Um, Within again that timeline. It's the Omega timeline, if you want an official name for it. And then the one where he
Hmm.
becomes Cosmo, and the one where SPG is from. That's the Prime timeline. Anyways,
Hmm.
I think this is an interesting song because, like, in Soliton, it's more like the loving nature of this relationship. It's the love and the care that they put in, and then this one's more like the fun part of the relationship. It's like them just hanging out, goofing off, destroying planets. Like I think that that's important to show. Like, okay, they're getting comfy with each other. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like lore wise, it's interesting. It's like the power hasn't fully gotten to Peter's head yet. It's like it's getting there a little bit, but like not to the point where like he's like doing any ultra harm. He's like if like someone stopped in like and prevented it, then it could have like been okay. Like this is the point before it goes too far. So I find that interesting, and yeah, the song itself, I think it's good. Let's see. The imagery is appropriately spacey. It's just a pleasant song. Uh, and even though it is a lore song, I can recommend it outside the album because like it's not like super story dependent. Uh,
Yeah.
like yeah, I just like it. I have fun when I listen to it. Like I could imagine like I don't know, just like running around a space auditorium listening to this song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that actually would be really cool.
yeah. Honestly, like dancing underneath the stars while listening to Soliton, that's like a dream of mine. That would be great to do that with someone.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. And again, I think like it's like really again, I love the story of this album, and this is really fascinating like character-wise cuz again, like Peter, the powers like coming to his head a little bit with this song, and like if someone just stopped him, then it would have been okay. And also this is the point where like he again the point before he does some bad shit, especially to Cosmica actually, because later in this album he does some not so great shit. Because Cosmica, even though like she is of age, as we discussed earlier, she is of age, but she didn't grow up in human society. Like she was basically space DNA that got like human DNA that got shot into space, and then the space lasers hit it and gave it powers and sentience, right? So like she doesn't know about right and wrong or human fallacy or any of that stuff. And like Peter's the only one that she's got really.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really I don't know, I just find that fascinating. Uh but
it
yeah.
is fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know. And also this is just like a nice upbeat love song, which in this album is actually kind of rare, which is interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd put this song at like lowish A tier. I like it. All right. Let's see. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Anything else you want to say? Where would you place it? All that kind of stuffs. Any closing notes on this song?
Nope. I think I said everything I had to say.
All right. Where would you place it again? Just like tier, tier list wise.
I think I put it in mid tier.
Like B, C.
BC.
Yeah. Uh, before Cosmica.
Before Cosmic.
Okay. Uh, All right. Well, I guess we're here to go on to the next song, and this is possibly the saddest song on the album. Hold Me. This is back in the Prime universe, and this is one is about Holly. This one's about Holly growing old and being sad that Peter didn't keep her promise to hold her and come back.
Oh,
Yeah. It's really sad. It's really distraught. I love this song. This song's really good. Like the singing is beautiful. It like I don't know. I'd recommend this song outside the album. Again, you don't need to know about that stuff. It really stands out because this song is so human. Like in this album of like space deities and like people fighting in space and finding love and all that stuff. This is like a quiet moment of like a woman just alone, wishing that her husband was there. And this is contrasted because the previous song was like it's cosmic, which is all about like the joy and fun of love, and this is the sadness of regret and loss.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It has a nice instrumental like piano and like slight guitar and bass. It's really nice. I don't know. There's very little to complain about. Like I'd say that the most I'd complain about is that it does go on a little long, and that the instruments like I think there could be a little bit more done with that, but besides that, I think this song is amazing and like one of my favorites on here. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in A tier.
Do you think in a couple songs we could take an intermission?
Oh yeah. How many more songs do you want to go to before an intermission? Also, do you remember this song?
I can do one or two.
Okay,
Which song?
Hold Me.
Yes.
What did you think
I
about
have
it?
it. I have it right. Um, I thought it was interesting how that it was just like one person. Um,
Yeah.
like, um, and I kind of prefer their songs when they have most of them singing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I don't. I'm not a big fan of like the singular one out songs.
Yeah. I get you. Like it is like a band, and you hope to
Lyric
have.
wise, I liked it. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, I think I just would have preferred more of them saying.
Yeah. Uh, how would you rank this song?
Um, Honestly, lower. This one would be a D or C.
Oh dang. But yeah, I like it a lot. I put it again. I've cried to this song, and this is a song is also like again like if you think of this album like a musical, in the first half of the album there was Burning in the Stratosphere, and that song started with I told you. Like it started with the melody of this song, so like like it's referential, and I don't know. It's really like that's really nice, and it like plays in because that song is sung by Peter canonically, so that's their song in a way.
That's cute.
Yeah, and also there's like a space rifty kind of noise, like during Peter and Cosmica's things, which was in Soliton and also Daughter of Space. But yeah, I don't know, just things I noticed. I don't know. I like this song a lot. Anything else you want to say before we head on to the next song?
Nope. Ready
All
for the
right.
speed of light.
Yes, Speed of Light. Do you remember this song?
Um, yeah, wasn't this uh, this one was also a singular one, but it was the one was like they were like
The Speed of Light. The Speed of Light. It's that one.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to listen to it for like 10 seconds?
No, I don't know it. It's the one that was like they go star.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this one, again, this is an interesting song. The more I've listened to it, the more that I've come to appreciate it. That also being said, I still think this song is, yeah, I'm just going to rank it. I'm going to put it at D. Because story wise, I think the song is great. Like, song wise, it's not. I'm going to start just song wise, just so I can just critique it. I think that like it is really repetitive. This song goes on a bit too long. Not to the point where it's super annoying, but like it really does detriment the song. And also, this is a song that really I wouldn't recommend. Like it's just kind of like I don't know. I feel like they could have explored the topic of the song a lot better. It it is interesting to see this kind of song though, because like this is an in between of like a hero and a villain song, where a hero gets corrupted, and the instruments itself are actually pretty good, and the lyrics are all right. So it's a weird mishmash, and I don't know. The imagery is really interesting. The orchestral things and like the I don't know, like the drums actually come back in the at the end of the album and at the beginning of the next one. But yeah. Otherwise, I like musically. I this song is fine, but it's not. And something I listen to when I listen to this album all the way through, but not something I listen to on its own.
Yes, agree.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you remember? Yeah. I Okay. Hmm.
I'm excited to get to the next one because I'm pretty sure that's Starlight Starshine, right?
Uh, that's the next one. Before we get into that one, uh, sorry, one second. A friend texted me. All right, okay, but okay, lore wise, I think this song is great because this song is about Peter. The powers going to his head. Cosmica is giving him powers, and like they're like he feels stronger. He feels stronger than all the stars in space, and he's going at the speed of light, something that no human on Earth to him has done before. And like
Mm-hmm.
the at the end of the song, he says, "I'm not alone anymore. Look out, Earth," and that's something that he says later, and when he's the villain, and I don't know, he's like I don't know. I just find it so fascinating that like this is like a real turn. Like it's not like oh he instantly becomes a bad guy. It's like this song shows like he's it in a sense kind of having an episode. Like he is letting the power go to his head and he's kind of using Cosmica like in a way, like not intentionally fully, but he's using her for her power. How he is, having her by his side so that he can destroy shit and become all powerful, and that's kind of like talking about toxic relationships actually. Like if you read into
Yeah,
it. Yeah, you see, like I said that I was like it's the story of love and loss and toxic relationships in space. And you're like that wasn't about toxic relationships in space, but here you go. This this is the
that's
prime
crazy.
example. Like Cosmica again, she doesn't know any better, so like to her this is all normal. But like to Peter, obviously a fucking grown ass man who had a wife at least. In this universe, they're divorced as fuck. But yeah, like he he is an adult and he like I don't know he's a human adult. He knows better, but he doesn't give a shit because he's letting the power get to his head, and that's like kind of like that's scary because like a few songs ago he was a nice guy and he was like giving love to Cosmica and enjoying the wonders of space. Like he was a really good guy, and I think that shows that like anyone can really turn. Like There's certain people who like it's
Yeah.
not just one day they wake up and just evil, evil, evil. It's like a progression, and this song shows that it's a progression, and that the power and all that stuff it'll get to you unless people keep you in check. Because that's really what love is. Like love is not just positive, positive, positive. It's keeping you in the right place, and sometimes that is lifting you up when you're down, but also that's keeping you down when you think you're almighty and high.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. For that I respect the song and I do listen to it whenever I listen to this album because story-wise it's great. But yeah. I don't have much else to say. Do you want to say anything about this? I'd put it in D. Where would you put this song ranking wise?
I would put it um in also D.
Yeah. But yeah. Uh all right. You want to talk about Starlight Shine and then take a break?
Can we do it now?
Yeah, we can do it now. Okay. We're going to take a
Okay.
break, y'all. Do you want like 5 or 10 minutes?
5 would be fine.
Okay, 5 minutes, y'all. Then we'll be back. I'll put us on the. We'll come back soon. All right. Bye. See you in 5. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, you okay?
yeah, I'm okay. I forgot to grab a drink.
Oh, I see. Okay, your mouth is full. I I thought
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were like, oh, I'm okay, like you're sad. But okay. You ready to talk about the rest of the album?
Um, yeah, I can do that. 1 second. Can I grab a drink real quick?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, 1 sec.
Yep. And this is your reminder uh, to go follow Honey on their social media. Honey is an artist, a very lovely, awesome artist. Uh, you should go commission them and send them love and stuff. Honey is basically is my no is my sibling. Honey is my sibling, and I love them. And yeah, go support them. Their art is amazing. Uh, the PNG that you see before you right there, the cute little sparkle horse was made by them, and I have so much art made by them. They are the co-director of my game project. Spoon, honey, I love you. You're amazing, and I'm glad that you're in my life because you make it so much better. But yeah, go follow, go support, go commission. Honey does some amazing art. Is doing some charcoal art actually. That's really fucking good. Uh, yeah. Anyways, and yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I trusted them to do this strem with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you ready for Starlight Starshine?
Yep.
Okay. Before we talk about that, there is tech. It's not a song, but it is before it, which is Raft to the Rescue. This is a complete story bit for this. There's no music in it. So, do you remember the song Starburner?
Um, maybe which
It,
the one that's
it
like
was in
towards
part
the
one. It
end.
was in part one. It was one of the first few songs in it. It was, it was like, even on a cloudy night, I'll know that my star burns
Oh yes.
bright. Yes. So that song is about Ravax's Starburner. And that's where the song, quote unquote, Rav to the Rescue comes from. Ravax's Starburner is an alien descendant of Rex Marksley, and captains the SS Alexander, named after Captain Albert Alexander. And basically, this song is just explaining, hey, Ravax's Starburner blows up the space whale that is keeping uh, Commander Cosmo in prison with the Necrostar. It blows up the space whale, rescues Commander Cosmo. Commander Cosmo destroys the Necronaut, to our knowledge. Again, we'll get back to that. To our knowledge, and then they ride off into not the sunset, but into the galaxy, listening to their song "Starlight Starshine." Uh, and that's where we are now. Starlight Starshine. Also, hello, Amir. But yeah, uh,
I did not know that that's what that song was because I really liked that song, but
no,
now
no,
I'm
no,
gonna have
not
to
the
try to
song.
know about
Not
it.
That's not what Starlight Starshine is about. It's about. I was talking about the thing before it. Rav to the rescue.
Oh,
That's just prefacing.
okay.
Okay, sorry. That would have been great. I wish that what I said was in song form, but no. So yeah, yeah. Starlight Starshine. I like this song. I think it's a nice little kind of country inspired song. Like, I'm gonna say this. I don't like country as a genre. There are some exceptions. One of them is whatever Steam Powered Draft is a country song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It's a very southerny song. It's got a nice like gentle kind of guitar vibe. Again, the Spine sings it. It's very good. It's a nice kind of like jam you could listen to on like on the back deck of your porch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I would
like it.
agree.
Yeah, I like it. It is a song I do recommend, and it does work outside out the album because it's again not really a lore song. The one before it is, but not this one. Uh, yeah, uh, yeah, it's a very nice song within the catalog. It's not super memorable, but whenever I listen to this album, this isn't a song that I skip. Also, it does go on like a little long, not a lot long, just a little.
Starlight Starshine
Yeah, Starlight
or the
Starshine.
Root to the Rescue. Okay, I actually
Yeah,
really like Starlight Starshine.
yeah. What did you think about it? Yeah, tell me. What did you like?
I really liked it. I felt like it was probably one of my favorites of the second part of the album. Um, yeah, I thought that it was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it's really nice. I don't know. I think it's a really beautiful song. It's really fun. It's really sweet. Uh, I don't know. I like it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's got nice instrumental. It's got nice lyrics. I'd put this song. Let's see. I need to remember where I placed all my other songs because I want to like over rank or under rank it. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'd say this is like near the top of C. That's for me personally. C isn't bad, I want to clarify. C isn't like meh. Like D is like meh, it's okay. And then C is like good but not amazing. B is like pretty good. A is great. And then S is like near perfect.
I thought it was great. I'd give it an A.
You know what? I think that's fair. And I respect you. I respect your opinion. Yeah. I think it is a very nice song, and they did make a music video out of it. It's just like set at night. It's the spine just playing the guitar singing.
That's cool.
You were like starlight. I like that bit. That bit was really nice. But yeah, I uh I like this song. It's good. Um. Anyways,
We should do this next one.
yeah, we should. The Space Giant, and this is my favorite Hatchworth song. I really like this song.
I actually really like this one too. I thought it was interesting, like this like it felt like a like boss battle music. Like why do I
Yes,
hear boss battle music?
yes, exactly. Egg, freaking exactly. Let's see.
That's very what I felt.
Yes. I, yeah, this is the culmination of the again the A story. I was talking about that. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, this is a culmination of the A story. This song is about steam powered giraffe going to fight the space giant, and the space giant is the one that like put Wink out of commission, and then after the power of music, they defeat the space giant. Space giant goes back home, and Wink decides to stay with the Apple Planet because he's in love with it, and I think that's nice. And yeah, I like this song a lot. It's really good. I love the fucking instrumental. It goes so hard rock. Like there's a fucking electric guitar solo, and it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it so much. Yeah, I love this song. It's really fucking good. The lyrics are good. I just like launched into space to save the human race. I like it. It's like I think this works as a Hatchworth song because it's like it is serious, but it's like fun serious, and that's what I like about it. Also, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, again, it does stand out because it's like a boss. It feels like this is the like the culmination of something. Uh, the one knock against it I have is that within the album, when you listen to it, it's amazing. It's great. I have so much fun. Outside the album, I can't imagine many people listening to it, including me.
Agree.
Yeah. Like, if you
B
listen to
tier.
yeah. What'd you say?
B tier.
Yeah, I agree. B tier for sure. Again, I need to like look at my things to see where I rank stuff. Okay. Okay. Uh, Okay, hold on. And then Starlight Starshine was okay, I'm just looking at my notes. Okay. I'd say this is the top of B tier in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say yes, top of B tier.
Yes. I like this song a lot. Also the end is kind of sad. It's like I didn't want to be part of your band anyway. Like that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um but yeah, that's the space giant. And technically that's not the end of the A story. There is an epilogue later, but yeah, that's like the finishing end. So that's that story done. And now for B stories B1 and B2 to be finished in the song Oh No. Okay.
Oh no is good.
It story wise, it's amazing. And I think that the end of the song is really good because, again, it works like in a musical kind of sense. We're going to talk about that. I want to just get the negatives out of the way. I think some problems within this album is some songs feel a little talky. And this song feels a little too talky. Like it's a little bit too much talk. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot it's like a lot of talking. The instruments are really nice, I'll say that much. It's really nice instrumentally. uh but yeah, lyrics are okay. It does, because it's so much talking, it feels like a little repetitive. It's like we gotta do this and then we gotta do this and this, and it's like you could have shortened this, we don't need this. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's long, and this is the worst crime of all. I so cannot recommend this outside the album. Like with the Space Giant, I could I could see that recommending outside the album. It's like you technically don't need the context like to enjoy it, but with this one, you absolutely need the context of the rest of the album because it's building up on so much story. And if you try to listen to it on its own, it just is a confusing mess. And
Mm.
yeah, that's why, like, again, as a song, I'm recognizing these as a song, that this is in D tier. And as a song, I think it's not amazing, but as a story piece, I think it's incredible.
I would put it on high B, low A.
Mm. Huh, that's interesting. I'm Yeah, I would like probably rank these higher if I was being more subjective. I'm like put like for like I'd say like it's like 75% subjective, 25 like objective, cuz there are like I think I don't know. There are some more objective truths to like some media, and also I have to recognize that like the everyman, like this is not an album for the everyman. This is an album for fans, and that like
Yeah.
again like if we're talking like lore wise, again, I think that this album is amazing. It's like like the lore of this album goes into S or like A, but like how it connects is a little strange. But yeah, lore wise, so this song is about I'm going to call them by their superhero personas just to make things easier, because this song is about the two Peters meeting face to face. So the one that has Cosmica is named the Astronaut, and then the one that doesn't is Commander Cosmo. So
Mm-hmm.
the Astronaut and Cosmica are, destroying a bunch of ships. They're wrecking shit, and it's like a distress call. That's why the song is called "Oh No." It's a distress call, and also this is a tidbit, which is that Commander Cosmo went into the Omega universe went at the end of his song because he was so sad. So that's why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like after Rav
Okay.
saves him, he gets like that distress call, and he separates Cosmica from the astronaut, and then because she's separated from him, she's not giving him any more power, so he's just alone in space floating, and then a fleet of starships fucking kill him, just kill him dead. And this is actually one of the saddest parts of this album. He really like pains himself to sing Soliton, and it's really sad. Like he's just like it's
Oh, that's
dying
why
to
at the end of this, there's like a reprise.
yeah, it's a reprise of Soliton again, like in a musical, and I think like it's like really sad. And I was talking about this like last time in stream. I was like, Commander Cosmo's a good guy, but he fucks up. This is where I think he fucks up because like I think clearly in this song, like in this song, like the astronaut is having an episode. Like he is going power hungry. He's fucking up a lot of things, but I think he could be put under control. They could talk to him. They could be like, "Hey, this isn't right. What you're doing is wrong. Please stop this." Like they could stop him. Like they could talk to him. But instead they
Mhm.
just kill him. They just kill him. And I think that's where they fucked up. Where it's like the folly of like the lack of grace and the lack of love really because they didn't show love to their fellow man, like they just gave up on him and let
They
him die
did.
in space. So yeah, again, story wise is interesting, and if I turn this into a musical, like you bet your ass that like yeah, the scene like the song's staying in. It's really fucking good. But yeah, like as a song, it's acceptable but not great. As a lore piece, it's amazing, and I love this turn in the story because it also shows that Commander Cosmo, he's a good guy, wants to do what's right. He's kind of a dick though. Like he like again, this is like an alternate universe version of himself, and he doesn't even give a shit. He's just like, yeah, okay, sorry, stealing your girl, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the song. Is there any other notes you have for this song?
Nope. I'm excited because we only have three left.
Uh, well, technically two, but yes. I mean, one of
Oh
them,
yeah, because isn't one of them
one of them
like
is like an intro to the is an intro to whale song basically. But yeah,
yeah.
uh, but yeah. Uh, next up is the Necro Star. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing I did for Oh No. I'm gonna talk about the negatives and as a song first because as a song, I think this is the worst song on the album. I'm gonna put it in D.
What?
Okay, second worst song on the album.
I didn't think it was that bad. I really liked
I
it.
okay again when I say worst, I don't think a single SPG song is bad, including this one. This one is fine, and because it's fine, it's like it's not as good as some of the other songs. But yeah, I I don't know. It's just again, it gets better every time I listen to it, and like 10 years or whatever, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna listen to a song and be like, hey, it is really good. But yeah, like as a song, I think that really it's really stereotypical. Like it's really like average, and I think that's what is his biggest folly. Like it's just average, and I don't know. I just think that so much better can be done, and I don't know. Like I think I don't know. Again, like lore wise, it's great, but like as a song itself, it's like it goes on a little too long. It's a song I definitely can't recommend outside the album. It stands out a lot for what it is. It's the most villainous song, like on purpose from SPG. So that's really interesting. But yeah, this song is just kind of there, which is really sad because this is like the big stinger song of the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did you like
I
about it?
felt like I felt like it was the big stinger song. I felt like it did a good job of it. I didn't dislike it as much. I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I I think this song is good. I like this song, and I like this song enough that again, whenever I listen to this album in full, like I'll listen to this song, and I'm gonna start complimenting it because again, as a lore piece, it's great because uh, it tells basically the story of this song is about the Necrostar. The Necrostar, possibly created by the by Commander Cosmo, unsure of that, but uh, it's a monster that he fights in the Vice Does Tight, the very first song of this album, at like when he's in space jail basically, and it's a monster made of pure hate and death, and it just wants to kill and destroy everything. And Peter, sorry, the astronaut is just like floating in space, near dead, and Commander Cosmo thought he killed the Necrostar, but a piece of it like jutted out into space, and it hit the astronaut. And basically, a deal with the devil kind of situation happened where the astronaut's like, I'll give you powers, I'll let you live if you let me spread my agenda. And it's kind of like the death seeking hatred and malice of the Necrostar mixed with the astronauts, like jealousy and pain and narcissism turned into the Necronaut. And that's actually the villain of SPG, the Necronaut, because it's a villain formed from hate and malice and the loss of love and pain with no one around. And I think
That's
that,
crazy.
yeah, it's scary. Like, genuinely, I think he's a really scary villain. Like, I'm going to spoil this fact, but in the other two, in the next albums after this one, the Necronaut makes appearances at the very end. And
Crazy.
it's terrifying. He's terrifying. And also within the song, they reuse the stinger, the melody of The Vice Does Tight. And that becomes the Necronaut's theme of there must be something, there must be something, there must be something, there must be something. Like that. That becomes his theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's really terrifying. And again, like, this is a song, like, I don't know. Like, if they just talked to the astronaut, it could have gone okay. But because of all the pain and like suffering he went through, because think of what this is what happened to this Peter. He in Fire he lost his crew, a bunch of his friends, possibly divorced his wife. I don't know, but then he rebuilds the ship. He loses his crew again, but then he finds the woman of his dreams, gets to explore space and time with her. The power goes to his head. He starts killing a bunch of people, and then she's taken away from him. And I mean, this is revealed later that she let him die. Well, and it's also revealed in like in the song "Oh No" that she let him die. She's letting him die and letting go of him because she knows that he's doing some things wrong, and so everything is against him. And this is his one chance. This one chance at fall at another chance of life, and he becomes a monster, and that's terrifying, genuinely.
Yeah, it is. That is really spooky.
Yeah, the Necrostar. Yeah, we're talking about SPG. Yeah, again, story wise, I think this is amazing. As a song, it's fine. And again, if I was ranking like a little bit more subjectively, I would probably put this in like low B because it's like, oh, the it's so fascinating and all this stuff. But yeah, like I'm also
I
ranking
would
objectively
agree.
just as a song.
B or low A.
Yeah, I put this song personally at D. Again, as a song, as a story piece, again, I think it's A. It's terrifying, and think that this album it doesn't have a happy ending. Like the robots, they have a happy ending. Like Steam Powered Giraffe, they stop the space giant. All's well that ends well. But for Peter, the two Peters, for obviously the astronaut becomes the Necronaut. That's his villain origin story, and then I mean, what does even Commander Cosmo have really at this point? Like I mean, he's back. He's reintroduced into the universe. He can do his hero thing again, but Holly's gone, and now he has to deal with Cosmica, who basically had a life with him and he didn't even know about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah,
it is weird.
that's this song. Uh, I I find it fine, and again, story wise, it's great. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, let's get on to the last one.
Yeah, the last one. Well, technically there is two. One of them is just like again like the prelude to another one, which is Super Space Blaster Senti Asteroid Invader Pete's 2. Again, it's not a song. It's just like an introduction to Whale Song. That's like just the robots talking. It's charming enough, and yeah, again, it's fun. This is like an epilogue of a song, but yeah, this is Whale Song. This is the last song of the album. I'm gonna rank it just because I love it that much. I'm going to put this at the top of A. I love this song a lot. I think it's really good. I love how calming it is. It's so I don't know, it's so serene. It's so beautiful how the accordion plays really well with the bass guitar and the acoustic guitar, and I don't know, just them singing in harmonies about space whales is really nice. It's just a really calming epilogue after the scary ending that we've had.
Yeah, I really liked it. I I thought it was a good ending song for the whole album.
I
It
agree.
just really like it just tied up everything emotionally.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I think I would put it up in A tier as well.
Yeah, I love it. And then at the end, this is like a Marvel style post credit sequence where after the song is done, we get a transmission call from Commander Cosmo, and he's talking about how he has Cosmica, and how he knows that the Necronaut is out there, and how he needs to gather a group of heroes to stop him. And a dramatic drum beat plays, and the album ends. Uh, I guess
That's
before
crazy.
Yeah, I guess before we end, let me just see if I have any more notes. Yep, I love this song as an ending so much because it's somber and calming and loving. And again, this album is about love. This album is about love and loss and pain and being human in a vast universe. Like the song's about love. How Rabbit just loves the space whales like so beautifully. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then there. Here, I'm gonna let you control my thing on stream, and you tell me what to place where. I'm just gonna put this in our DMs if you ever want to compare notes. If my computer will load it because it's being a piece of shit right now. There we go. Let's see. Tier list. All right, there we go. All right. Oh
So
wait, whoops, wrong one. Oopsie. Hold on. I need to. There we go. That's the right one. Okay. Anyways, here you tell me. We're gonna go down tier, like down the tiers and stuff, and you tell me, where to place each song. So we're gonna start in S tier. Do you, uh, you know, tell me like what's your top of S tier and then going down.
oh, I'm not gonna be able to remember each one.
Oh, that's fair. Uh, I, if I name a song, then could you like place it in a tier?
Maybe.
All right, we'll try it. We'll try. All right. Vice does tight. That's the first song of the album of part one.
Oh, the whole one.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I doubt that I'll be able to remember the whole thing, like just because we did go through individually, and I'll just not be able to individually go through.
that's fine. It's okay. Um, yeah, here if you make it later in your own time, then I'll share it on social media. But yeah, I guess because I'm
Hmm.
ranking all these dang albums, so I'm gonna rank them all, and just so yeah, this is my list so far. It's Mark III in A, and then closely behind is Album One, 2009 edition, and then in B is the 2 Cent Show. Where would I place the Vice Quadrant? If we were basing this purely subjectively, I would put it at top of B. But I'm also ranking these a little objectively, a little, obviously, just like a tiny bit. And so I'm going to have to put this at C tier because I think the song again, this album is better than 2 Cent Show. Like subjectively, but objectively, I think that 2 Cent Show is a better starting point. I think that the lore of this album can be really confusing, and when I first listened to this album, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it and it was okay, but it wasn't like super big. The more I listened to it, the more I started to like it. And I think that's like true of like a lot of things. Like you get used to things the more you experience them. That's why, in my opinion, Mega Man X6 is better than Mega Man X7 because I feel like that one's less garbage. But back to this, like I think that it took a while for me to warm up to it, and again, subjectively, I love this album more, but I know that objectively that some people are not going to like the lore or vibe with it, and like I have to respect those. And as much as I'm not the biggest fan of the 2 Cent Show, it's a much better starting album, and every song in that album you can listen to outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would you rank the album, like the full album as a whole, both part one and part two, like on a S to D scale?
Oh, I really liked it. I would put it in a B or A.
Yeah, I'd put this in B as well. Again, this is my this is my subjective rating, and this is objective, and this is how I'm going to keep it on the list because again, I know that the lore is not for everyone. Uh, which speaking of, not like since I explained each song's lore like as we were going along, how do you feel about like the storytelling of this album?
Oh, I thought it was a really cool story. I really like it. I think the two timelines were cool. The way that they interjected at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's really cool.
Yeah, I think that this story is really fascinating. Again, I'd love to turn this into a stage play. Genuinely, like I think there's a lot of potential there, and I think like a lot of people do say, yeah, the lore is confusing. And, first time you listen through it, like, and listen to it explained to you, it's like, what the fuck was that? But the more you, like, again, if you're as hyperfixated as I am, if you, like, listen through it again and again and read through the timeline again and again, then you start to understand. And again, you get to appreciate this as a story. Because as a story, like, it's more than just lore. That, again, the Steam Powered Giraffe, like, the theme of it is the power of love and creativity. That's what this band is about. It's about creativity and love. And the Necronaut is the opposite of that. He's about malice and hatred and perfection. And that's such a perfect villain. And it's, like, it's shown, like, in this album how much, like, pain and loss and suffering and even love can go to your head and make you a worse person because of it. Like obviously
Yeah.
love like probably isn't the best word. I'd say obsession because this again because like uh the astronaut and Cosmica, that's not a like it becomes an obsessing relationship at the end. It's not love, it's obsession. It's how obsession, pain and loss will get to you and how like I, I think like space being a metaphor for like I don't know. It's like a metaphor for life. How like everything happens in space. There's loss, there's love, there's pain, there's going to new places, meeting new people. Uh, there's a lot of things, and it's really about who you surround yourself with that matters. Because the reason I don't know, Steam Power Giraffe makes it through because as much as they joke about each other, they love each other, and Wink the satellite genuinely loves the planet, the Apple planet, and uh, the Commander Cosmo genuinely loved Holly and felt distraught at her loss, but kept going anyway because he knew that there was new adventures to be had. The Necronaut, despite all, he had no one there, and he decided to inflict his pain onto others, and
Yeah.
that's what makes him the villain. And again,
Yeah.
yeah, and I find that story just so fascinating and the way it's told, because it's told out of order and told through multiple timelines, and that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a good space opera.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite space opera, and if anyone asks, it's my favorite stage play. Cause fuck you. Yeah. When I go do theater bullshit at my university again, they're gonna ask me, hey, what's your favorite musical? I'm gonna say The Vice Quadrant. Fuck you, it counts.
Slay, I love that.
Yeah, they're gonna be
All
like,
right.
they needs to tell a story. Well, guess what? It does. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of things. I'm gonna go raid someone. You're welcome to stick around for the raid, honey, or you can leave if you so need to.
I will probably hop off, but thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining. Once again, everybody, please go follow Go follow Honey. Amazing, amazing artist. Worthy of so much love and space whales. Yeah. Uh, go to go commission. Go follow. Love you, Honey. You're my sibling, and I'm so glad that you exist.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Take care.
Okay, I will. Bye.
Bye. Anyways, we are going to raid the lovely Malcontent, otherwise known as Georgie or Abby as well. Let's see. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on my social medias. If you want to follow Fractured Fairy Tales, you can do so there at their social medias, including Abby slash Mal. If you want to follow Honey, who is here, please again go follow them. Go follow Gory, who made this art of my Sona, and go follow my lovely art friends who have made other art stuff for me. Goodbye, all my myths, monsters, all those sides of other kinds of folklore and legend. Thank you so much for showing up, and yeah, take care, everybody. Bye bye.